If you walk every day to keep yourself healthy, I want you to pause for a moment and hear this. 30 years in this work have shown me something I see in many people. You may keep your routine exactly the same, but you still feel weaker in moments you never expected. You may notice it when you stand up from the sofa and wait a moment to feel steady again, or when you step down a small step and slow yourself just a bit to be sure you do not lose balance. Many people find that these small changes are early signs that the body no longer responds strongly to the light activities you do each day. It does not come from any sudden event. It simply shows up during familiar movements you never had to think about before. The truth is, I am not saying this to worry you. I am saying it so you can see there is a clear reason for this change. If what I just described sounds familiar, you may press like so this information reaches others who are going through the same thing. Stay with me for 1 minute. I will show you what is truly happening inside the body at this age, based on very clear data. After that, I will guide you to the first exercise I want you to try today. When these small moments begin to show up, many people think they are just tired or short on sleep. Some even say it is simply a bit of age. But 30 years in this work have shown me something different. The light activities you do each day almost stop helping your body get stronger. You still walk, you still clean, you still work in the yard, but you still lose strength at the exact times you need it most. And walking, even when you do it every day, is no longer strong enough to help your body stay healthy at this age. I see this very clearly in simple situations. Standing up from the toilet, getting off the sofa, stepping down the front step outside your home, getting into or out of the car. You did all of this without thinking in the past. Now, you may press on your knee for help, or pause for a moment to be sure you do not lose balance. These moments are exactly what studies on people over 60 point out. Muscles lose strength even when you stay active every day. The truth is, the problem is not that you are lazy or skipping exercise. The problem is that your body after 60 barely changes when it only receives very light activity. After 60, the body needs exercises slightly stronger than walking to help you stay steady in daily tasks. If this sounds familiar, you may press like so this information reaches others who feel the same confusion you do. And now, I want to go straight to the first exercise. This is the simplest way to see how strong your body is when you stand up and sit down. It is the sit to stand. And I will explain why it is almost the most important exercise at this age before you try it. The first exercise I want you to try right now is the sit to stand. It sounds simple, but after 60, it is the clearest way to see how strong your body is. In the clinic, when I check strength and balance, I do not ask anyone to run or lift weights. I only ask them to sit down in a chair and stand up without using their hands. That alone shows whether the legs are still working well. You may notice this in daily moments. Standing up from a chair in the living room, getting out of bed in the morning, or rising from a seat at the kitchen table. These used to feel easy, but now you may press on your knee or pause a moment to feel steady before taking a step. That is a sign that the muscles for lifting and balance are getting weaker, even when you stay active. The sit to stand makes this very clear, and that is why it is used in many senior care centers to check leg strength and safe movement. If standing up is hard or unsteady, the risk of falling rises sharply, and you can feel that long before any test shows it. Now I want you to try it. Find a solid chair without wheels. Sit with your feet flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart. Bring your arms forward for balance, then stand using only your legs, without pushing on your hands or thighs. When you are fully upright, lower yourself with control, without dropping into the chair. That is 1 repetition. If this feels difficult, you may start with a higher chair. If it feels easy, you can try lowering yourself without touching the chair. The goal is 8 to 10 repetitions, 2 to 3 rounds, 3 to 4 days a week. You do not need to move fast. What matters is standing steadily and sitting without losing control. Many people I follow improve clearly after only a few weeks. They stand up more easily, get in and out of the car with confidence, and no longer pause when rising from bed. These changes are small, but they make daily life much safer. Right after the sit to stand, the next important exercise is for the upper body. It helps you open doors, push heavier objects, or support yourself when needed. That exercise is the wall press, and I will show you how to do it now. Now we will move to the second exercise. This one focuses on the upper body, and it is just as important as the sit to stand. I call it the wall press, a simple movement that helps your shoulders, chest, and arms work well in daily life. Many people notice the lower body getting weaker first, but the upper body also changes with time. You may notice it when you open the garage door, or when you push something heavier in the kitchen, or when you use your hands to lift yourself onto the bed. If these tasks begin to drain your strength faster, the wall press can help your upper body regain power. The steps are simple. Stand facing the wall, about one arm's length away. Place both hands on the wall at shoulder height. Keep your body in a straight line from head to heels. Lower yourself toward the wall by bending your elbows. Then press back to the starting position. You do not need to go too deep. You only need to feel your chest and shoulders doing the work. That is a 1 repetition. If you want to start light, stand closer to the wall. As you get used to it, you can move your feet back to make it harder. The goal is 8 to 10 repetitions, 2 to 3 rounds, 3 days a week. You may notice your upper body feeling steadier after a short time. I have seen many people improve clearly when they keep this exercise in their routine. They open doors more easily, they lift grocery bags with better control, and they no longer feel shoulder fatigue when pushing a small object. These changes come from letting the upper body work regularly again. When you pair the wall press with the sit to stand, you are training 2 muscle groups that support your overall stability. And right after this, we will add one more exercise to help your lower body stay strong without the support of a chair. The next exercise is the counter squat, a safe variation for this age and very effective for building leg strength with good control. Now we will add one more exercise to help your legs grow stronger. This is the counter squat, a safer version of the squat. It works well when you want stronger legs without worrying about losing balance. I often teach this exercise to people who find the sit to stand getting a bit easier. Many people also use it when they want extra practice while staying in full control. The most important part is this: you always have support in front of you, so even a slow moment is still safe. The steps are simple. Stand in front of the kitchen counter or any sturdy surface, about one arm's length away. Place your hands lightly on the edge of the counter. Do not pull yourself with your hands. They are only there to help you feel steady. Push your hips back and lower yourself to about half of a regular squat. Keep your chest facing forward and your feet steady on the floor. Then rise back up with control, without rushing. That is 1 repetition. You do not need to go very low. The goal is to make your legs work more than they do during walking while staying within a safe range. Start with 6 to 8 repetitions. Do 2 rounds. Practice this about 3 to 4 times a week. Many people I work with notice real improvement from this exercise. They step onto a small porch step more easily. They get into and out of the car with better control. And they no longer feel their legs give out when changing positions. These small changes make daily life feel much lighter. And to help your upper body stay steady while doing these exercises, we will add one more simple movement. The next exercise is the shoulder blade pinch, a light but important way to keep the upper back stable. To make the exercises you just did feel more steady, we need one more movement for the upper back. This helps especially when you stand up, bend down, or try to keep your balance. It is a very light exercise, and you can do it almost anywhere, but its effect is very clear. This is the shoulder blade pinch. I often teach this to people who say their shoulders get tired quickly. Many people also notice their upper back rounding a bit when they stand for a long time. This is very common after 60, especially when you sit for long periods or watch TV or drive. It can also happen when you lean forward during housework. The shoulder blade pinch helps open the upper back again and supports better posture during stronger movements. Here is how to do it. You may sit or stand. As long as your back stays straight and your feet are steady on the floor, gently pull your shoulder blades toward each other, just enough to steady the upper back. Hold for 1 or 2 seconds, and then release. Do not lift your shoulders. Do not tighten your neck. Simply feel the upper back working. Repeat about 12 times and do 2 rounds. Practice this 5 days a week. This exercise may look small, but a steady upper back makes everything else easier. You may find the wall press feels smoother. Standing up from a chair may feel more controlled. Even carrying groceries from the car may feel lighter. It builds the foundation for many movements you use each day. And once you feel both the upper and lower body working more steadily, we will add one more exercise. This one helps your walking rhythm and your overall coordination. It is marching in place, a simple but very useful way to keep your legs ready for movement. When your upper back feels more steady, we add a simple exercise for your legs. This helps your legs respond well each time you take a step. This is marching in place. It sounds familiar, but at this age, it shows clearly how well your legs still move. I often teach this to people who notice their first step in the morning feels a bit slow. Many people also feel their legs hesitate for a moment when they turn in the kitchen. Marching in place reminds the body how to lift the legs, keep balance, and move with a safe rhythm. Stand near the kitchen counter or a sturdy chair so you have support if needed. Slowly lift one knee up, only as high as feels comfortable for you. Lower it and lift the other side. You do not need to lift high. What matters is a steady rhythm without swaying from side to side. Do this for 30 to 45 seconds. Rest for a moment and repeat 2 or 3 rounds. Practicing 3 or 4 days a week is enough to feel the difference. Many people are surprised after a few weeks. They walk faster from the car to the house. They feel steadier when turning in the kitchen. They feel more confident stepping off a curb. This exercise also prepares your body for sit to stand and wall press because your legs respond faster to new movements. And once your steps feel more steady, we can talk about something very important. It is the reason many people exercise often but still do not feel stronger. This is a common mistake, and it is one you need to avoid. One thing I see again and again, even in people who exercise often, is this. They believe repeating a few movements regularly will make the body stronger. But the truth is different. Many people do the right exercises, and they do them correctly. But nothing changes because they cannot keep a steady routine. The body at this age does not hold strength as long as it once did. It needs regular reminders. You may exercise well at the start of the week, but if you skip 3 or 4 days, the body returns to its old state quickly. This is why many people tell me they do not see improvement, even though they exercise. The truth is, they practice on and off, not often enough to create real change. There is one more thing you need to remember. Muscles recover best when you sleep well and eat enough protein. Many people train well, but they eat too little, so the body has no material to rebuild strength after each session. When you bring all three together, steady exercise, enough sleep, and enough protein, the body responds much more clearly. If you find yourself missing days or exercising only when you feel like it, do not blame yourself. You only need to adjust your routine so the body receives steady signals again. And now that you understand this mistake, we will finish with one small reminder I give to everyone who wants long-term health. This is the part that helps you stay with the process and not stop halfway. The thing I want you to remember most is not the list of exercises. What matters is the feeling you get when the body begins to respond to your effort. It does not happen all at once. It comes in very small moments. You stand up a little easier. You step down a small curb with more confidence, or you no longer reach for support every time you change direction. I have seen many people at this age think they are already too late, but no one is too late. The body can still change as long as you give it a chance. You do not need heavy workouts. You do not need to push yourself beyond comfort. You only need to send the body a clear signal that you still want it to work well. Each time you finish an exercise, even just a few minutes, You help yourself more than you realize. That is how you keep your independence and your confidence in every daily movement. Now, to help you begin today, I want you to try one simple thing. Even once is enough. This is the best way for the body to receive its first signal. After this part, I will guide you to the next step so you can turn it into a steady habit. Before you leave this video, I want you to try one quick thing. Stand up where you are, place both hands on the wall, and do one wall press. Just one. Many people tell me that when they try it once, they feel their body working in a different way. If you notice that feeling, you have already taken your first step. If what I shared today sounds like what you are going through, you may press like so this information reaches others who are trying to stay healthy, just like you. A simple press can sometimes help someone avoid a fall that never needed to happen. And if this is the first time you have met me, I am Dr. Robert Ellison. I share practical and easy-to-use guidance to help you stay steady and live more comfortably after 60. If you find this helpful, you are welcome to stay here. I will continue to walk with you in the videos ahead.